I'm not aware of this cloud because nowadays everyone is asking the cloud. So
Hmm.
everyone is migrating to cloud side. So I'm going to upgrade my skill set.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm planning to learn any cloud, Azure or AWS or IICS. I'm planning to learn. That is
Okay.
my
And
intention to learn cloud.
how much experience you have?
Yeah, I have in 10 plus years of Informatica experience.
10 years.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
going to upgrade my intention to upgrade my skill set with some cloud, either Azure or AWS or IICS. So that's my interest to learn this cloud,
Hmm.
AWS.
Okay. 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 Great to hear. Okay. Let's go ahead with now PB. So who's PB? Uh, PB. I am unable to get your name. Okay. Let's proceed now with Shweta.
Yeah, hello, hi. I also work as a QA test lead and I have around 13 years of experience. Now I want to move into different technology and most of the projects are moving from on-prem to cloud these days. So I
Hmm.
wanted to understand cloud properly from basics.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now the applications are moving into cloud. Okay. We'll discuss on that. Okay. Thank you. Next is Sri Lakshmi.
Yeah, I have 10 years of experience in working as an automation test engineer. I wanted to move to DevOps technologies with the cloud, so I wanted to learn from scratch. I know nothing about cloud before.
Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you for the info, Shri Lakshmi. Okay. Next is Shividya.
Hi, I'm Srividya. I'm working as an estate manager in one of the fintech company. So
Mhm.
agenda for joining AWS solutioning is to be relevant with the technology what we are working, and also as an estate manager, many solutioning thing we need to do. And AWS is our main cloud-based platform we are using. So I thought having
Mhm.
the good details around it will help me to solution around it very relevantly.
Mhm. Okay, so you are working as a, sorry, I missed the designation,
E-
the profile.
Estate manager, software development engineering testing manager.
Okay. So are you into development?
I'm having hands-on experience with the development and also testing. Basically, we work
Okay.
on writing a solutioning to help the dev productivity.
Okay. 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 Thank you so much, Vidya, for your introduction. Okay, so I'll thank you so much, all. I'll just give a small introduction of mine. So my name is Shivam, and I am working as a DevOps engineer from last 8 to 9 years. Okay, I have experience in teaching of 5 plus years. I've conducted various trainings, and I have conducted job ready training as well for people who are moving from either from non-tech or from tech also. If I mean they are either into manual testing and all, I've helped them in moving them into cloud and DevOps. Okay, so I will be instructor for your course, and right currently I'm working, as I told you, I'm working with a product-based company. Okay, okay. So let's go ahead and let's start the session. So let's first understand from you guys that what do you know about cloud? What is cloud? Please, anyone, please, you can be on unmute also. I don't have any issues. Okay, just try to let's try to make the session as interactive as possible. So I wanted to understand from you guys that what is cloud? What do you understand about cloud?
We can say it as an on-demand infrastructure.
On demand infrastructure, right? On demand infrastructure. Okay, okay. but not only, you're partially right. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Virtual storage somewhere
Again, a
of the server.
partially you're right. Again, server. Okay.
Maintaining our server in separate region or in separate zone.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Narendra, you want to say something?
No, actually, just I understand that as any for it is useful for huge volume of data can maintain in the servers.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else would like to give a try?
So cloud is a platform where we can host and we can host our application and we can pay as we use and
Yes.
we
Right.
uh, and there is no need to build any infrastructure locally. Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty much I can say.
Okay. Okay, so everyone is right, okay, to some extent. So basically, I mean, when you talk about cloud, we can say that cloud is something where you can share the resources, okay, with pay as you go model, okay, but there's one prerequisite, and that is internet. You need to have the internet connection, okay, sharing of resources over the internet with pay as you go model. Okay. Now, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing, again, on demand delivery of IT resources, okay, over the internet with pay as you go pricing. Okay. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining the physical data centers or servers, okay, you can access the technologies, service, I mean, be it compute power or database or storage or any other IT resources through cloud platform, okay, with pay as a go model. Now, cloud platform can be anything. I mean, I'm not saying only on AWS. You can go with AWS, Azure, or GCP. Alibaba is there. IBM Cloud is there. Mini Cloud is there. Okay. So, but why the main focus is on AWS? Okay. So in the market, so there are total three biggest cloud providers. One is AWS. Okay. One is Azure, and one is GCP. Okay. So three so these are the three cloud providers. Now when we talk about the market share, Amazon Web
Shiva, I
Services
have
has,
doubt. What about, I have one
yeah,
doubt. What is the
yeah,
IACS is the cloud? IACS.
IACS, IaaS is, IaaS
No,
is
no,
infrastructure
IACS,
as
right?
service.
IACS, I heard some name of IACS.
IaaS,
Yes, it is any cloud related or any?
IaaS, IaaS I have not heard of. No, IaaS is
Okay,
nothing
no,
to do with.
no, I'm just taking the confirmation because I hate that name, so I'm just
Okay.
asking to
Okay.
confirmation from you. Just it's in a cloud or what? What is this? That's a confirmation I need.
Okay. Okay. So
Just for
yeah. So
confirmation purpose, I asked you. Okay,
yeah, yeah. No issues.
okay,
No
okay. Go ahead.
issues. No issues. Yeah. Okay. So as I told you, three main provider: AWS, Azure, and GCP. AWS has the highest market share as of now. I mean, it has around, I think, for last time I heard, around 47% of the market share in India, 47 to 55% of market share in India, and I think somewhere around 25 market share is with Azure, and then rest is with GCP and other cloud providers like IBM. It uses its own cloud because it has its own. Then some VMware uses their own. Oracle uses their own. So yeah, so I mean, AWS has the largest market share in the Indian IT industry, and every day I mean, I can see that there are hundreds of jobs getting created every day in AWS, be it as a solution architect, be it as a cloud engineer, be it as a cloud ops, be it as AWS DevOps, AWS developer, or many other things. Okay, so AWS has 200 plus services which is currently running. Okay, 100 and some, I think around 102 availability zone, and it has total 33 regions. Okay, so the platform is developed with let's say with the combination of infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So you might have heard about these three terms. Have you? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Has anyone heard of
Yes,
it?
LAAS, PAAS, SAAS,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. So it is developed with combination of all these three offerings. Okay, provides wide range of services that is, so if I talk about the companies which are using AWS is Netflix, Facebook, LinkedIn, BBC. In fact, companies like NASA is also using AWS. And I'll tell you one thing, Netflix is also using AWS. So if you guys have you might be having the account of Netflix or Amazon Prime, right? So Netflix and Amazon Prime, they are competitor. Okay, but again, Netflix has the trust and it is using Amazon Web Services. So this is the kind of market share. This is the kind of trust which AWS has built up. So that the trust is that its competitor is also using its service. Okay, so that is how big AWS is. Okay, now what are the advantages of using AWS or using cloud? Okay, so basically we can say it's very easy to use. Okay, designed to allow application providers or any kind of companies or vendor to quickly securely host your application. Okay, whether the existing application is a new application, or whether it is a SaaS or IaaS or PaaS based application, you can securely host your application. Okay, excuse me. Okay, now second, it is quite flexible in what terms? Like you don't have to manage the infrastructure, AWS will manage it for you. The costing is flexible, and there are many other things. Okay, cost effective. Okay, third, reliable. With AWS, you take the advantage of be it scalable, reliable, and most important, most importantly, secure global computing infrastructure. Okay, it's very secure. Fourth, scalable and performance. Now, what is meant by scalable and high performance? Scalable and high performance, it keeps your application. It doesn't allow your application to go into the downtime zone. Okay, it is highly available. Your application will be highly available if you're using cloud, any cloud, be it AWS or be it Azure. Okay, so yeah, so let's take an example here. Okay, so let's say there's a company. Okay, let's say you have opened a company. Okay, let's say you have opened a company with five server. Okay, the server are, let's say, AD server, DNS server, two application server, unit database server. So so around 5 to 10 servers you have. Okay, now to maintain now since you have opened a company, you have the server. Now to host the application, you need the router, you need switch, you need cabling, you need a firewall, you need internet gateway. Okay, these are the things. Now you need 24 by 7 electricity which has to run. You need to, now you have your, since you have your own data center to keep those data center cool, you need to have air condition as well. Okay, electricity is running 24 by 7. You need employees for the maintenance. So what are these? So these are the capital expense. Okay, you have started a business and you are not even sure that whether this business will run or not. Okay, this is an example of a short, of a small company which just now has started. Okay, so these are the capital expense. Now here we are talking about a small company, but let's talk about companies like TCS, Accenture. Okay, these are Infosys, these are big companies. Like they have lakhs of server. Okay, so they can't manually handle those servers, right? So to avoid any kind of manual intervention, or to avoid managing the servers on their own, they go to cloud. Okay, now I'll give you an example. Okay, you might have heard about Amazon Big Billion Day Sale. Okay, you might have heard about okay, or let's say if you watch a cricket, let's say there's a World Cup match between India versus Pakistan. Okay, okay, let me not talk about the World Cup match. Let me talk about uh, football. Okay, because football has the highest number of views of fan following in the world. Okay, so football, let's say there's a match between Manchester United and Arsenal. Okay, and it's running live on Hotstar. So at that time, the number of views, I mean, how much views you're expecting? 10 crore, right? 5 crore, 10 crore, if these kind of matches are running. Okay, but let's say if some normal match is going on, so in that case, how many number of views is there? Maybe 1 lakh, sorry, maybe 1 crore, 2 crore maximum. Okay, so the number of views, you can see the number of views are rising rapidly. Okay, because there's something important match which is going on. I mean, there's a match which is going on which is loved by everyone. Okay, or and we can take one more example of Amazon Big Billion Day Sale or a Flipkart Big Billion a Day Sale. Because see, if the sale is of 3 days, in those 3 days crores of customer will go to Flipkart, will go to Amazon, and they'll start shopping. Okay, but in normal days, do you think crores of people will go to Flipkart or Amazon and do the shopping? No, right? So in normal days, let's say you are getting 50 lakh a customer on your application. Okay, and on a Big Billion Day sale, you are getting 1.5 cr people on your application. Now to manage those 1.5 cr, you need no, let's say to manage the 50 lakh users, you need 1,000 servers. Okay, now those thousands server which is managing the 50 lakh users, they won't be able to manage those 1.5 cr people, right? Because it's three times. Okay, so you need to scale up. Okay, now let's say from you have scaled up from 1,000 to, let's say, 3,000 servers for those 3 days, but only for those 3 days. Okay, because after the 3 days, after the sale has ended, then those extra 2,000 server will be of no use. Okay, so you can easily go to AWS. Okay, you can ask that I need 2,000 extra servers for these 3 days. Okay, this will be the application which will be running, and this will be the specification of the server. I need 2,000 extra servers. Okay, but only for these 3 days. Once it is done, please remove all the servers, and I'm ready to pay for those 3 days. Okay, now to pay for those 3 days, you will not go and physically buy 2,000 extra computers, right? That's not a solution, right? So that is how people are moving to AWS. I mean, any cloud. That's why people are moving into any cloud. Okay, so this was the example. So do you have guys have any questions? I think this
Shivam,
is a live example which I have given. Yeah, please go on.
yeah, are you sharing your screen? Because I can't see anything.
No, I'm not sharing my screen.
Okay, just wanted to check. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what did you guys understood from the example which I gave? Anything?
Yeah, reliable and flexible.
Yes, reliable and flexible. So okay, so this is why people are moving into a cloud. Okay, I gave an example, right, of a company, of a startup company. What if that company fails? Okay, then you have taken the servers. Now if you sell those physical servers, I mean, you will not get uh, that much amount of money, right? Because it'll cost the value of those physical server decreases. Okay, and if you take those servers on rent from AWS, then you'll have to pay less cost. I mean, it is very flexible in terms of costing, and not in terms of costing the main. It completely reduces your maintenance cost as well. I mean, you don't have to worry about the maintenance thing. Everything will be managed by AWS. You just have to go to the server and you'll have to host your application, and that's it. Okay, so this was the introduction of why we are using cloud. I mean why we have to use cloud, basically why we have to use cloud, why people are using cloud in the current time. And trust me, the usage of cloud will increase day by day. Okay, now now let's go ahead and discuss about the prerequisite, okay, for this training. Now, to attend this training, see, you can attend this training, anything. I mean, there's no prerequisite. There's only one prerequisite, that you should have basic IT understanding, and I think you all have that. Okay, now to do the hands-on, there's one requirement, which is you will have to create your own AWS account. Okay, now I will just share my screen, and I'll show you how to create an AWS account and how an AWS account looks like. Okay, let me know once you're able to see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we are able.
Okay, and before going ahead, I just wanted to confirm that, have you guys gone through the course content of AWS?
Can you
uh,
repeat the question?
No, we
have you gone through the course content of AWS, what we
No,
are going to cover?
no.
Okay, so it was, I think, shared, but anyways, I will tell you guys what we will cover. Okay, so what we will cover is, so first we will start with the basic understandings of what are the purchasing options in AWS. Okay, what are the types of instances which we use in AWS? Okay, which instance you'll have to use. Okay, then after that I will show you. So anybody knows how to create an instance in AWS? By instance, I mean server. Anybody knows instance? Anybody knows how to create the instance? Okay, I'll take no as the answer. Okay, so I will teach you how to create the instance. Okay, how can we deploy the actual web page in the instance? Okay, the instance will be a Windows instance, and after that we will see like how we can log in into the Linux servers. Okay, after that we will discuss about the VPC. What is VPC? VPC is virtual private cloud. Okay, that also we'll discuss, the most important topic of AWS solution architect course, because more than 30 to 35% questions in the exam is asked from VPC, and in interview also you can expect a lot of questions from VPC. Okay, we will actually see how to create the entire VPC, how to create the private subnet, how to create the public subnet, how to put the instance, and how not to give the instance the internet access, how to give the internet access, the instance the internet access. So everything we will see in VPC. After that, we will cover load balancing, auto scaling. So what is load balancing? What is auto scaling? I mean, in load balancing and auto scaling, what will happen is, let's say, there. So I'll first tell about load balancing. So what will happen is, let's say there are two servers, and there's a load are coming into both of these servers, and the same application has been hosted on both the servers. Then load balancing, what it will do is, it will divide the traffic onto both the servers equally. Okay, that we will see in load balancing. Okay, and then we will cover about the auto scaling thing, like how how actually the instance. I mean, I give you the example of Flipkart Big Billion Day sale, or Amazon Big Billion Day sale, where when suddenly the traffic rises, right? So at that time we will see how actually in real time the instances gets created automatically. Okay, what is the criteria which the company actually set to get it create? Okay, I think I have a message. No, okay. Okay, so what are the criteria? Okay, after that we will discuss about the IAM rules. We'll discuss about the databases. We'll discuss about the AWS Lambda. What is Lambda? Okay, so these are the services which we will discuss in this solution architect course. Okay, so but anyways, I will share the course content also with you. If you have not gone through it, I'll share that in the WhatsApp group. Okay, meanwhile let me show you. So this is the AWS console. Okay, here what you will do is, so you will have to sign up here. Okay, so sign into the console. Okay, so you have to create a new AWS account. So you go to create a new AWS account. And see, AWS Solution Architect is a very interesting course. Okay, I mean you will easily learn it. I mean either you are from technical background or non-technical background. You don't need to worry, because I've seen people moving to cloud and DevOps. I mean they were from BCom background. Okay, I mean BCom is purely non-technical. Okay, but they easily move to this thing. I mean to cloud and DevOps. So that's how interesting the course is, and that's how easy actually to move it. You just have to understand few concepts, and you have to practice. That's it. Okay, so anyways, so sign up for AWS. So here you will have to give your root email address. Okay, I'll give mine. Okay, you have your account name. You can give anything here. Then you'll have to verify the email address. Okay, once the verification code is sent. Okay, let me just check if I have received the verification code. Okay, this account is actually already associated with me. Okay, so I don't have any email ID right now, but yeah. Or let me do one thing. I will send you the video. I'll ask the training solution to send a video in our last batch, which was completed in December. There we saw how to create an AWS account. Okay, if you want, I'll share those videos. So what it will basically do is it will ask for your credit card or debit card. Okay, but it will not. I mean, you don't worry that you will not be charged for anything, but again it will ask for your credit card or debit card information. Okay, I think it'll charge 2 rupees or something. Okay, I think $1, I guess $1 or something. Okay, but that also just to verify that it is you only. Okay, and after that, that amount will be refunded
In
back into
clutter.
your
I
account.
don't know whether it's for
Sorry.
your voice was getting cut. Is it only for me? I don't know.
Okay, can anybody else confirm if my voice was not audible? Yeah, Narendra, you have raised your hand. You were saying something?
No, no, no. Just for you asked me to see my screen, right? For that, I raised this hand.
Oh, okay, okay. And is my voice audible to you clearly?
Yes, yes. Your voice is clearly audible.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So I think it was Srividya, right? Or it was Sri
Yeah.
Lakshmi? Srividya. Okay. So till
No,
what
it's
point you heard
nice.
me?
You said that you will be sending previous batch video, is it?
Yeah, just to create the AWS account. I mean, how to create it. Okay, so I was saying that it will not charge anything. I mean, initially it might charge $1 or something like that. Okay, but that amount will get refunded into your account. Okay, and it will not save your card details as well. Okay, so it's completely safe. Please go and create the AWS account. And the best part is that it's having around 1 year of access. Okay, so you have ample time to practice. Okay, and I'll teach you how to practice. Okay, let me just
Sure.
log in into the AWS account, and I'll show you how the console looks like. Okay, this is my AWS account. I'll just click on next. Okay, so this is how the console looks like. Okay, this is my console. Uh, you can see here that I'm into Mumbai region, and these are the regions. Okay, these 12 regions are not enabled for this account, but these regions are enabled. So I can go to any of these regions and work. Okay, this is my account, Saurav. Okay, this is the account ID. Okay, and here are the services. I mean, AWS provides everything. I mean, from analytics, blockchain, integration, then compute, containers. Containers is basically the DevOps part. Okay, databases, everything it provides. Okay, so these are the services. Okay, we'll start with compute, because we'll start with EC2, because EC2 is the virtual servers. Okay, we'll see how to create the servers and all. Okay, and most important part is the billing and cost management. You go here, and here you can see your bill. Okay, currently I have been charged 5.12, but that was also reversed by AWS. I've requested them that by mistake I got charged, so I mean, they reverted it back. Okay, so yeah, basically this is the account. Okay, and again, I mean, we will be doing hands-on. We'll be working. I mean, we'll be seeing how things actually work in real life scenario. Okay, and I will share the slides also with you so that you can go through it. Yeah, so that is from my side. So you guys have any questions? So from tomorrow we will actually start the course content, the services and all. So meanwhile, you have any questions like about the course, or about the AWS account creation, or anything which we have discussed today?
Yeah,
Any
I have
doubt?
one question, Mr. I have one question. Actually, I'm in zero knowledge of coding background.
Okay. Hmm.
So can I able to grab the knowledge of in AWS? Is there a coding is required
Easily.
to?
Easily, Narendra. See, I'll tell you, uh, the last batch which we conducted, no, I think there was around 8 or 9 people. So in that one participant, his name was, uh, okay, let me not disclose his name, but again, he was completely from non-technical. He was from business development domain. Okay,
Okay,
he was from business development domain, and I think 24th we completed the course. Okay, and he has, I mean, I guided him how to update his resume and all, and he has already given 2 3 interviews. So easily
okay.
you can learn, and we had some practice tests as well, and he was doing really well. So
Okay.
whether you are from technical
Actually,
background, or
see,
whether,
I'm in a informatica person, right? So we are not much using the loops or
I
for
know,
loops or
no, I
those
know,
are
see,
not. We are not.
no, so that's the misconception here actually. See, IT is not only coding. First, let's be very practical. IT is not only coding. Only developing or writing the code is not IT. Okay, so let's say
Okay,
when you are let's say you are a developer. Okay, you have written a code. Okay, you have
okay.
written a code. Now, where will you deploy the code? You need infrastructure, right, to deploy the code. Where will
Yes.
you run the application, and how will you manage, I mean, large number of users when they try to access the application? Will one server be able to manage?
No.
How will you ensure that your application, see, let's say you go to a website. Okay, you go to, let's say, facebook.com, just taking an example. Okay, and
Okay.
that facebook.com is taking, let's say, 10 seconds or 5 seconds to open. Okay, but your internet speed is fast. But let's say if that website is taking more time to open, will that be a good user experience for you?
No.
No, right? You want the things to open as quickly as possible. Okay, and
Yes.
that and there the cloud and there the auto scaling plays a very crucial role. Okay,
Okay.
if the code says high, then it will automatically scale up the instances, and you will be easily be able to access the application, and you will have a good user experience. So
Okay.
but my point here is that IT is not only writing code. So let's be very practical, and let's be very realistic. Right, IT is not coding. Okay, not only coding.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay. No.
because I actually get very I mean what do you say, very I mean this questions has come up I mean by many participants. Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to do it? I mean, of course, I mean IT is not coding. For many people are still into that misconception that that I don't have any coding background, so I cannot go into IT. No, no, that is not
No,
how
no, no.
things work.
Actually, if you see the Java people are so those people will have the coding, right? So those people will get on easily to understand the knowledge in the
Yes.
AWS. But
No, 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 no. See, they are development team. So first understand the structure. They are from development team. You are from
okay.
cloud team. Cloud team and development
Okay.
team are two different team.
Okay.
Okay, cloud team and that team are totally a different team. Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Fine.
yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, anyone else?
So if we want to learn the DevOps tools, then coding is required, right? In this case, or how it is?
Okay, so in DevOps, what do you want to learn? Do you want to so right now? So are you do you want to learn AWS DevOps? Do you want to learn Azure DevOps, or do you want to learn freestyle DevOps or open source DevOps? So for
No.
DevOps, there are ample number of tools for DevOps. First prerequisite is you need to know one cloud. That is the prerequisite. After that, you need to learn Git. Linux is there. Nowadays, people are using Docker and Kubernetes. That is also there. So, and for CI/CD, they're using Jenkins. Okay. So when you say about coding, so see, coding is not required. Okay, in what happens in Kubernetes, we write manifest files. So that is written in YAML language, and YAML is a very basic language. I mean, it's not coding. It's a very basic language that anybody can understand. Okay, and in Jenkins, there might be a requirement of writing a Groovy script, but that is not, I mean, I mean, everyone doesn't write that Groovy script. So, not at all. Coding is not required. And again, one more tool which is nowadays very hot in the market, and that is a Terraform. So, in Terraform is also a very easy tool, and the codes of Terraform is available on their website, and that's how people write the a Terraform code. So you don't need to know Java, Python, C Sharp, or any other language to go into DevOps. No coding required.
So as you said, you will be covering DevOps tools also, right?
No, 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 no.
No.
This is a solution architect course.
Hmm. So in how is this different? AWS how is different from Azure?
AWS, how AWS is different. So I'll tell you about my experience. Okay. So AWS, so the console, okay, I'll see. The console of AWS is very simple. It's very user friendly for me. Okay, and that is the same thing for most of the people in market. Second thing, it's very cost effective. AWS is very cooperative AWS is very cost effective. The user experience is very nice. Okay, in this, and these are the might be these are the reason where because of which AWS has captured maximum market share. Okay, and it's very easy
So
to learn.
compared to Azure,
Um,
AWS is having more market share.
Yes, yes. A double more than double market share AWS has, and AWS is very easy to learn. Now, why it's easy to learn? Because see, uh, when you learn AWS, see, when you create your AWS account, it gives you 1 year of free access. Okay, you have ample time to practice uh, the thing which you have learned. Okay, and in Azure they give only 1 month of free access. So people prefer less to learn Azure compared to AWS. AWS is very user friendly. Plus again, yeah, easy to learn. So that's why you should go for AWS compared to Azure.
So this auto scaling comes under data engineering in AWS, right?
No, auto scaling doesn't comes under data engineering. Auto scaling comes under availability, high availability and scalability. It comes under that
Mhm.
section.
Both auto scaling and data scaling mean the same,
Load
or it is different?
auto
Like,
auto scaling and load balancing, no, it's different. So auto scaling means it will scale up the number of instance, or it will scale up the size of the instances. Okay, and load balancing means it will divide the load equally between the instances. So that is the difference.
okay. Mhm. Okay. So I have seen there are different number of services provided by AWS. There are like
Mhm.
seven different services. So all these seven
Mhm.
different services, you have split the course into seven different modules in the course structure. Is it the way how
Yes.
you have divided the modules?
See,
Compute,
AWS,
database, storage,
yeah,
containers, right?
AWS has whole is whole IT. Okay, so there are different certification which you need to do in AWS, and there are different courses. We are covering solution architect course. Okay, now there's a course called
Mm.
AWS DevOps. Okay, there's a course called
Mm.
AWS a developer. Okay, there's a course called AWS machine learning. So there are many courses in AWS. We are covering solution architect. Okay, there's one more course as cloud practitioner. That is a very basic course, but I would suggest, I mean, not I would suggest, I mean, people usually start with solution architect. And in solution architect also there are two levels: solution architect associate and solution architect a professional. So we are covering solution architect associate.
Mhm. So in the solution architect associate, so all these
Mhm.
seven categories are covered, huh?
All these seven categories are covered.
Like
Yes, right.
okay, containers, web and mobile apps are is also covered. Serverless,
No,
machine
no,
learning.
no. See,
Uh,
serverless is Lambda. Okay, I'll show you
mhm.
how that can be done. Okay, but containers and all, it comes under AWS DevOps, ECR.
Okay.
Then it,
Mhm.
yeah. So ECR and all, so those comes under AWS DevOps. EKS is also
Okay.
there.
So now,
E-
as a solution architect, what are the things you are covering now? Compute, database, storage. These three.
No, as a solution architect, we are covering compute. Okay, VPC.
Hmm.
Okay, load balancing,
Okay.
auto scaling, databases,
Uh-huh.
IAM,
Uh-huh.
identity access management. Okay,
IAM.
and yeah, Lambda we are covering. Yeah, so these are the services which
Which
we
comes
are
under
covering.
serverless.
Yes, Lambda is serverless.
So no. Okay, so there is no point of storage, containers, and machine learning. These are not coming
Yeah,
under solution architect.
storage also we are covering. Storage also we are covering.
Okay, okay. So,
Yeah,
okay, fine.
machine
Yeah,
learning we are not covering.
okay. Web and mobile apps will come under DevOps.
Web and mobile application, yeah. No, it will not come under DevOps. It will come under developer, I guess, course in developer course.
AWS developer.
Yes. Yeah. Any other doubts? Was I able to
So
answer your question?
just Shivam just wanted to ask, like
Yeah.
once we finish this course, uh, we will
Yes.
have enough knowledge provided we practice to take up solution architect certificate.
Exactly. Yes. Right.
Okay. Or else we need to do couple of practice and mock papers. Then we should be going for it. How is it?
Yes, yes, yes. I would suggest that after this course, you take your time. Okay, you practice enough. Okay, you solve few mock papers. Okay, and after
Hmm.
that only you go for certification.
From your experience, like having some development background also provided if we practice like tentatively, if we spend 1 hour or 2 hours per day, like is it possible that we can
Enough,
take up in
enough.
2 3 months?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can take the certification in 2.5 months. Yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah,
Hi, Shivam. I have a question. So,
yeah.
how does the AWS certification align with the site reliability engineering course, or like like if somebody wants to get into the SRE position, how does it? I know like for SRE, it's like it's one of the prerequisites to know AWS or any of the cloud platform.
Hmm.
So how does it different from SRE or DevOps? Like how does AWS certification or AWS course is going to align with SRE or DevOps? Like is it the same thing for SRE and DevOps, or is it going to be different?
Okay, so
Like for
I
example,
will first say,
let me
yeah.
just rephrase my
Sorry, go
question.
ahead.
So let's assume that I want to apply for I'm preparing for an SRE position, site reliability engineer, but I come across any DevOps engineer position. So would I
Mhm.
be able to apply for both the positions, or like is it just going to be like I have to do certain things extra for DevOps?
Okay, so I will first tell you the difference between site reliability engineer and DevOps. Okay. So, site reliable, I mean, this is as per my knowledge, okay, and as per my understanding and as per the function which I have seen in my projects. So, site reliability engineers, what they do is they basically ensures that the application is running smoothly, okay, and the users are getting the requested services which they have asked for. If I'm not wrong, to some extent, I
Okay.
might be right.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
whereas devops engineer ensures that from the time the code has written, okay, devops engineers ensures that the code is getting tested well, okay, the code is built properly, okay, the code is actually went I mean goes into that automatic I mean automation CI/CD pipeline where it is deployed properly onto any servers,
Okay.
okay, and after that from there onwards site reliability engineer makes sure that the application is running smoothly on those servers, users are getting the right kind of services which they have requested for, and if the load
Okay.
increases, how can they perform auto scaling and load balancing, and how can they communicate basically with the DevOps engineers so that the requested changes can be done. Okay, and
Okay.
serve and when we talk about what is the role of of AWS here is most of the applications are getting deployed on AWS.
Okay.
Most of the
Got it.
applications are running on AWS. As I told you, Netflix is running on AWS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
Hotstar
sense.
is running on AWS. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Narendra, uh, I think Sri Lakshmi, Sri Vidya, Charanpal, they have cleared their doubts. And there was one more person. I think he has also cleared the doubt. Narendra, Shweta, you have any doubts?
No,
No, no, I
no,
don't.
Siva.
Okay. Okay, guys. So let's wrap up the session. And one more thing before wrapping it up, I just wanted to tell you guys that I would like to keep the session as interactive as possible. Okay. So when I ask the question, even if you don't know a simple, I mean, if you, even if you don't know the answer, okay, or a simple no or something will be suffice. Okay. So let's keep the session as interactive as possible. Okay. Let's not just sit and listen because that might not help, or that I mean, that will take more time to understand things. Okay, so let's sit and discuss in the sessions so that we can get more understanding of this course. Okay, so that's it from my side. Okay, as you don't have any doubts, so let me stop the recording.